The lighthouse keepers Lovian, the rugged coast of Maine, where the sea crashes against jagged cliffs and mist rolls in like a soft embrace. There stood an old lighthouse. Its keeper, Elias, had lived there alone for years, tending to the beacon that guided ships to safety. He was a man of few words, his heart tied to the rhythm of the waves and the call of the gulls. One autumn evening, as the sky burned with the colors of a dying sun, a storm rolled in. The wind howled through the cliffs, and the sea raged, churning in wild fury. Elias, ever watchful, spotted a small boat struggling against the tide. Without hesitation, he rushed to the shore, wading into the frigid water to pull the lone passenger to safety. She was a woman with dark, sea-tossed hair and eyes the color of stormy skies. Her name was Margaret. She had been sailing home when the storm overtook her, and if not for Elias, she would have been lost. Grateful and shivering, she spent the night in the lighthouse, wrapped in warm blankets by the fire. As the days passed, Margaret stayed, unable to leave until the sea calmed. She wandered the cliffs with Elias, listened to his stories of the stars and the ships that once passed through. He, in turn, found himself drawn to her laughter, her quiet strength, the way she looked at the world as if she had never seen it before. For the first time in years, Elias felt something stir in his heart, a longing, a warmth he had nearly forgotten. And Margaret, too, found solace in his presence, in the quiet strength of a man who had made the sea his home. When the weather cleared, Margaret had to leave, but as she stepped onto her boat, she turned to him with a smile. "I'll come back," she promised. And she did, again and again, through every season, until one day, she stayed for good. The lighthouse still stood, its light a beacon in the darkness. But now, it was not just Elias who kept watch over the sea. It was a home filled with love, warmed by the presence of two hearts that had found their way to each other like ships guided by the light.